to the hashtag Black as Fuck review episode 2. We've made it to week 2. As always, I'm joined with Daktronics 3000, Joe Flow, and Ace. All right, guys, we got a stacked episode here with episode 2, man. And we do have Bo as our special guest today. Shout out to Bosif. We appreciate him being here. Well, I guess let's just check in on everybody first. How everybody doing?
I'm good.
Good. Congratulations on what happened to you guys. You know, in terms of making it official. That's big shit. I'm proud of my guys. Congratulations on new plant, new you. Ace Boogie. I took an 8-hour listen. So my teacher gave us 8 hours to take a final. I used 7 hours and 50 minutes yesterday. Just typing away. It was just not that. I did not have a good time. I was always sure about shit. All right, guys. So jumping right into hashtag Black as Fuck episode 2. What's your initial reaction watching the episode? We're gonna start first with Jolene.
I really liked it. I thought it picked up a lot better than the first episode. And it made Rashida Jones be a little funnier. So I thought it was pretty good.
Dakota?
I thought it was entertaining. I will give it that, but I still thought it was corny. I was more tuned in for this one, but there were 2 things I remembered that I wanted to point out. One, when they were on the drug deal and Rashida Jones says, "Do you think they're tooled up?" And I thought that was so lame. Like, why did she say it like that? Who told her to say that? Or no, it was something else too. Oh, just the way that the dad talked to the kid. Like that would never fly in my household. So I don't know. It was alright. Better than last time.
Going up.
I ain't like it at all.
You ain't like it at all?
No, I thought they was gonna move from being funny and corny from the last episode and start being more serious, but it just went on and on, just corny and funny and not so serious.
Yeah, I mean, shit, they're a comedy. They're a comedy. I was 50-50 on the episode. I liked it. I liked a lot of it, but I didn't like some of it too. Same as Dakota. You know, there were certain parts I was like, "This is really necessary per se," but I didn't mind it. Did not mind it. What in terms of your initial reaction, what was like besides the comedic value, what helped you either like the show more or dislike the show?
Repeat the question.
Like besides what helped you like the show more or dislike the show more based on like an example would be I really liked I love the way that they dress. I love the house. Like I love that house. I love the way that they dress. I think it adds to the show because it's what I would do if I ran into a lot of money. That's exactly how I should be looking with the 6 cars lined up. You know what I'm saying? Gucci sweatsuit down. You feel me? So, Ace, what helped you either is in your ruling of disliking the show besides like the corniness and shit about like anything stood out about the show that really was like or you know the other way around?
The only part that made me like the show on episode 2 was when the dad and the one daughter with the purple hair finally seen eye to eye finally seen eye to eye, basically. That's it.
Yeah, that was a good moment. I mean, because we're gonna talk about that a little bit later with the themes of this show, but that whole dysfunctional family thing is persistent. And when they actually get on the same accord, like in episode 1, when they came together at the end of the dinner table and they was just showing up the white folks, it makes it better. It's like finally they get along, you know. Jolene?
Well, despite us all agreeing the corniness is terrible, I think that's what makes me like it. a little bit more. And I think this episode really solidified what Daki said last time, that this is literally Blackish, because this felt like more of a Blackish episode as well. I don't know, did they get in like the writer's room too in this episode, where he has all his writers talking to him?
No,
that's just like the not this one, okay.
No.
But I mean, like, as I've watched ahead, because I love Blackish, so this is literally Blackish, and that's why I like it a lot. It's cute.
Daki?
Repeat the original question.
Yeah. What added to the show for you? Like, what thing that's not like a theme or something, like something, like maybe an overlooked detail or a scene that added to your liking of the show or disliking of the show?
I think it was just that I was more focused on it, and so like I can appreciate the jokes that they were telling, even though like they were just geared at a different audience. And like Jolene said, I guess it's repetitive, but like it's like Blackish, like it's been done before, and it seems whitish, and like the the way that they speak and they act towards each other is not how I think your stereotypical Black family would act. And then again, like maybe that's the goal, but
Right.
I think it was just me being more focused and just able to appreciate that corniness of it, but evaluating it as maybe what they're trying to do or the goal of the message they're trying to send. I don't really agree with that. How they just sprinkle in the last like 7 minutes of it was like when he was talking about the hair with the girl with his daughter, like trying to throw in something relevant, but the whole first 23 minutes was just kind of, I don't know, not relevant, just corny jokes. But still, I think it was just me being able to appreciate the jokes that they were trying to tell.
Do we like them not being a stereotypical Black family? Do we like them not being essentially the good time setup? You know what I'm saying? They not in the projects, or they suburban as fuck. I don't even think that they live in the city of Los Angeles. I think it's setting in a suburb, you know? The overall theme is so, what am I trying to say? Like, there's not a natural antagonist in this shit. Because in the good times, the natural antagonist was the struggle. You feel me? You just want to see them one day get up out that struggle. But with them, it's like, shit, they were just fucked. You feel me? So
I think I'll chime in. I think that by the title, you're expecting something different. They're talking about the title Black as Fuck, but they're portraying the exact opposite.
Exactly.
Blackish.
Like
Blackish.
Suburban Black ghetto. Trying to be ghetto. I don't know.
But I think they do, like, we can't relate to it. Yeah, like, we're not extremely successful in able to move up. And I think that able to move up into those kinds of neighborhoods and experience that. So that's why we can't relate. There's only a very small percentage of African Americans able to do what he's doing. But I think that his point is he's probably trying to show us his point of view just so we can understand that he struggles with his Blackness as well. Like, just to show us how the influence or the pressure from the community, which is majority white, for him to double think wearing his chain or driving the type of car he drives to work and all that stuff. Like, obviously we're not men, me and Dakota, so we'll never experience that exact emotion or get to feel that family environment. But I think that's what he's trying to relate. This is like his diary, his daughter's project, which is cool, but then the title is misleading. So I agree with Dakota and Ace.
In terms of our major talking point here, going to be every episode, the themes that really stuck out to you, whether if it was I really think that this show, the theme of family dysfunction, and you see the first, real cracks of their marriage, Joe and Ken's. As the kids go off and do the thing, our parents are always arguing and always fight, but they say be scared when they're not arguing and fighting. I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to in a sense. But also, and you have the girls, the two older sisters fighting, Drea, They fighting during the episode. Like there's a lot of dysfunction in this, and I think this is where Kenya's actual life really shows. In that sense of because he's actually going through a divorce right now with the lady who's portrayed as Joe, his real life wife. So I think that was a theme, and then the hair at the end with the older daughter. Speaking of, we can't just do everything off of just our simple movement. Like she was right. If Malia, if Malia Obama was ever like when she came out and that picture of her being at a party came out and people were losing their mind. Like, why is she like this is normal? She's like 22 at this time. Why can't she go have a decent time? I think we're the same age. I think me and Sasha might be the same age.
I think you and Sasha are the same age because I think Malia's my age.
Okay,
or
30.
No, like a year younger, maybe. You think she's that young?
29.
She's 20.
No, Dakota's listed. Dakota, whatever. Go ahead though, Joe. You had it. What things really spoke to you this episode?
Is this the episode where Rashida let the girl wear her underwear?
Yes.
Yeah, that whole Xanax mommy thing. I don't know if that's the right word I want to use, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That theme kind of disturbs
Explain that. Xanax mommy, what is that?
I don't know. Before. I don't know. Dakota? Tag you in.
Hey, I would have not. Look,
are you trying to say like the cool mom, or like what are you trying to say?
Kinda like that cool mom, but like she's not to say she's an alcoholic, but then also like willing to experiment with Molly at her age in front of her kids. No, you know what I mean? Just that's just something my mom would never do. Like, so
again, an uncharacteristic of these people.
No, I disagree with that.
But not
though.
even if she were white. I'd be like, that's inappropriate.
Maybe just the drug of choice, I guess. And the way she went about it, yes, it is uncharacteristic, because you could say that happens in all cultures or whatever, or if you just want to compare black to white, but the way her attitude about it, the way that how she talks is different.
I was just saying, right, in general, her attitude about parenting in general is really questionable to me. But
maybe. But when it comes to the drug thing, like the whole reason that they went to the thing was it was something that they used to do in their marriage. A lot of marriages face that trouble of. I was watching Chappelle. He was like, "I've been married to my wife for 10 years. I ain't got shit else to really talk to her about." You know what I'm saying? Like, what else can you talk to her about after so long? Like, it's the same shit. I'm at the same job I was at day one. I'm stand up. I tell jokes. Like, I have nothing else to talk about. So I think like them doing that, Molly, because they told a backstory how they once did it in their marriage when they were really like, love phase, that happens in the early marriages. Like, I think that's very characteristic. You see a lot of older couples face that reality of, we got to do something, spice it up. And that's what they did. It just so happened to be Molly. If it boop, 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 it's not, but hey.
But I wasn't necessarily aiming my entire argument at her drug use. I was also aiming it at her decision to allow her daughter to wear underwear at the pool and post it. I know she's older, but just that, what?
It was her pool. It was in their house.
And post a photo on
she
social
didn't know
media?
She was going to post it. She didn't know she was going to post it. I don't
she
think
was
she
fine
allowed
with
her.
it, though. She took the picture. What are you talking about? She just, I'm out of here. She took the picture.
And she commented on the picture like, you look good, too.
Right. She did comment.
She did.
See, I take that, I don't know. Like they described at the end of the episode, the importance of the Black woman's image. You have to care, and I get that we got there at the end, but Rashida didn't care. It was the man who got there. So that's all I have to say. Rashida,
are you coming at this from a Black woman's perspective? Like in terms of like her action, yeah.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe because I am a Black woman, that is my only perspective.
That's what you think.
And that's on what, Jolene? And that's on what?
Period. Too.
Period.
That's the question.
Themes, bro. We were talking about themes.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like this episode at all, bro.
At all?
What was the part you hated the most?
The part I hated the most is how they show how soft Poppy really is. Like, he's super soft.
What happened to
I
Poppy
loved
again?
that part with the
when he stayed
maid.
home from school. Yeah, that part too, that was cool. But when he stayed home from school because he didn't get his birthday celebration, whatever.
Again, Rashida doing questionable parenting.
But you know what's funny though is that it be like that sometimes, and I don't think that like that type of male Black character, whether it's a child or an adult, is ever portrayed that way. So I think I'm gonna accept that. I'm gonna accept that part of him.
I don't. We are Black men.
Here we go.
Can't be soft.
And you're about to prove my point. So go ahead and keep saying what you gotta say.
You just can't be. That's not a reality. If that was my son, it wouldn't happen like that. I don't give a fuck what his mama talking about. First off, don't come to me crying because niggas forgot about your birthday. We got you a cake in the fridge, nigga. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe it was something trivial that he was upset about, but I think that just speaks to exactly what you said, that Black men are not allowed to feel or get upset. You just confirmed that.
Do you not know what world we living in? We literally can't. Like,
I'm hip to it. I understand there are bigger things that Black men have to face, but that doesn't mean they can't feel emotions like everybody else.
Because when you do show emotions, you know that shit. People use that against you, right?
That's for any human.
No, I can't. I don't know, man. I disagree with that.
I'm sure you do, because that's how you were raised.
By a woman. A woman is the one who taught me that. I was raised in a single.
It doesn't matter. You were raised with under that stereo, or not stereotype, but that exactly what you just explained. No matter who raised you, it could have been a man, a woman, your auntie, your friend, your mama. It don't matter.
Shit. That's not reality.
What's not reality?
Soft men being Black. I mean,
there are a lot of
Black men being soft.
Dubois is the softest Black man I know. They exist.
Hey man, what you come on, here we go, bro. Tired. You tired.
I ain't got nothing to say about it. Like, I can't relate to being that soft. I can't take a day off of work like, oh, they ain't remember yesterday was my day, it was my birthday, or I ain't going to work tomorrow. Like, I can't relate to that.
Okay.
Well, hopefully there's some Black boy somewhere who can and appreciates that character.
That's cool, but I ain't got nothing to say about it because I can't relate to it.
Right.
But can you, do you understand it? You don't have to relate. Can you understand
I don't understand it? No.
No.
Okay. All right. Next.
Favorite character from this episode?
The assistant.
I was gonna say the assistant as well. Why the assistant? Why the assistant? Because he is the definition of a little dude.
I think mine is the drug dealer.
Definitely close second.
The bow and arrow in his car.
Yes, like what? What type of Call of Duty stuff is he on?
That was I don't know. As much as I hate, I don't hate this woman. As much as I dislike her parenting, Rashida was the highlight of the episode for me. She
was fun.
What did she take? She took something else after her Molly wore off.
No, she said she was about to go take fentanyl. And I don't think she did though. But she did say, "I'm about to take fentanyl and you're about to take some. Stop acting like a pussy." I think it was her exact quote.
Wow, I'm surprised you remember.
I just watched it.
Yeah, no, she made it funny. She made it.
The show next week.
We have to, don't we? Isn't that how we get paid?
It is how we get paid.
By the way, when is that check coming in?
Mm-hmm. The last one bounced.
Damn, why my hang up button not working? Why is my hang up button not working? It's gonna come in when we get 100 subscribers on YouTube. We're
only
already
100. Oh, subscribers.
Subscribers.
And what is the pay?
25 cents an episode.
Boop, boop, boop.
This show is not going to get a second season, so how are we supposed to get paid?
3 years. That's what I mean. He signed a 3-year contract. It's guaranteed minimum 3 seasons. Y'all think
so? It takes the daughter 3 years to get into film school.
It may be like The Wire, where it's a new season, but it's not related to the overall theme is not related to last season's theme.
Oh, okay.
Was it like that in Blackish? We didn't watch it. You did. Was it like that?
No.
Or was everything
they just the show to mixed dish? That's how they did it.
So it may be a different name. It may be under a different name. It may follow her through college, like they did A Different World with the Cosby girl. I forget her name.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It wasn't Raven Simone. That's all I know.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. She was in Good Times.
Raven Simone was in Good Times?
Was she?
I thought Raven Simone.
Who played Penny? Who played Penny in Good Times?
Isn't it Janet Jackson?
That's Janet Jackson.
How do you get
damn.
Raven Simone and Janet Jackson mixed? I was gonna say Raven Simone was a literal fetus.
I hate the real me. All right, guys. Anybody else got anything else? I don't really have much else.
I just hope next season he finally thinks of episode titles.
Because of slavery.
Do you feel like that fits every episode?
I do.
No.
I was gonna say I don't feel that either. Why? Because of slavery. Like you can't blame everything on slavery. That's just an angry black man. So now you're being stereotypical. And I'm sorry.
You can. Everything. It really is.
It is, but like it isn't. It isn't. There's an art form to using that, and when you abuse it, it loses its validity.
Well, let's see how they further use it as the show goes on. Are you raising her hand? Or are you pumping her up? Okay, pumping her up. Right. Let's see how he uses it as the show goes on. But I think that overall, that last 10-minute message is why it's because of slavery. That's going to be every episode. 20 minutes of comedy, 10 minutes of because of slavery. Mm-hmm. We're getting the format here. All right, guys. See you back here next week. Same time, same place.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Goodbye.